Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Zak Morcillo is my name, and on behalf of the Real Estate Institute of New South Wales, it's my pleasure to welcome you here to the Sydney CBD edition of the Novice Auctioneers Competition for 2019. I'd like to firstly thank our event sponsor and Jesse, of course, Auction Works, for putting on a wonderful evening. I hope you're all enjoying those beverages. I look forward to one myself afterwards. And of course, Jesse Davidson himself, the 2010 NAC champion. It's great to have you here with us this evening. Importantly, I'd like to acknowledge our charity partner for 2019, Domestic Violence New South Wales. Personally, I can't think of a better charity to be working with and raising money for, or at least trying to, this year. Well, folks, you all thought you were coming here this evening to watch a bunch of amateur auctioneers, in my case you got the amateur bit right, compete against one another, of course, enjoy a couple of refreshments, place a couple of bids and hopefully walk away with something fantastic. But the truth is, you are all the most important part here this evening. I'll explain why. Domestic violence, I should say, is a very complex issue and is so widespread in our society, and sadly, it has been for a very long time. It's certainly not something I can sum up neatly in a couple of sentences here tonight, so I won't even try. It just wouldn't do it justice. But I feel every time I turn on the news or open a newspaper, I learn about somebody who has hurt their loved one, or even worse, murdered their loved one or partner. Preeti Reddy, 32 years young, a dentist, well-educated, from a great family, recently was murdered by her long-term ex-partner. And that happened just 5 minutes down the road from my family home. A story, sadly one of many, that really hit a nerve in my household. Domestic violence needs prevention, needs early intervention, and as you can imagine, lots and lots of resources. Resources, as we all know, cost money. But the great news is we've got together tonight to raise as much money as we can together, and this is where you come in, the secret ingredient, you and your deep, silky gents' tarot cash pockets. Because the most important part here this evening, above and beyond all else, is raising maximum dollars for DVNSW. Now for the rules of engagement. I'll briefly get through these, folks, and then we'll get the fun part underway. Quite simply, just by being here, we've done you all a favour. You are all registered to bid, so it's not too late. Please make sure you've got yourself a bidder's card with a number on it, and just raise that high each and every time you'd like to place a bid, and make sure you raise them, please. There is no reserve on tonight's auction, so please take advantage of that. Quite simply, the highest bidder will be the purchaser. I will not be placing any vendor bids on behalf of the seller. In the very unlikely event of a disputed bid, of course, I'll be the sole arbitrator. And finally, as much as I may want to, after the fall of the paperwork, I cannot accept any further bids. So please make sure those numbers are nice and high. Finally, if you are the highest bidder, you will be required to pay for your item, or in my case, experience at the conclusion of the auction. Well, would you like to know what you're playing for? With thanks to Nova Entertainment, we have literally a money can't buy experience tonight to auction off to you, well, at least until a wonderful cause like this one comes along. I'm talking about 2 tickets to one of the biggest music superstars on the planet. He goes by the name of Post Malone. Now, I've done a little bit of research for you, folks. On the internet at the moment, the cheapest legitimate ticket I can find is about $160 a pop. These 2 tickets aren't any old tickets. I'm building up, I know you've seen it. But these are 2 corporate box tickets in the Nova Entertainment box with all food, all beverage included. You can probably drink whatever they're worth and eat that in that value all to yourself if you'd like. A fantastic experience, of course. As Post Malone himself would say, you'll feel just like a rock star sitting in that corporate box, sipping on champagne and watching the great man do his thing. That's enough from me, guys. It's over to you for an opening bid or offer to get us underway. Where do we start and where do we go?
150.
150, a very nice opening bid there, sir, and thank you very much. Have you got a number there, mate, at all? 150 the bid there, 150 now. I started on the right, and thank you very much. 150.
160.
160 here now, it's
170.
away from you, sir.
170.
170, and sir at the back?
75.
75, 175 now. 200, sir, great bid there at 200, and about 5 in play, make it 6 at 220 there, sir. Thank you for the bid, and thank you very much. 230. 230, thank you, sir, and that's about 8 in play. I'm losing count, I'll give that line up. 235 is it, sir. Away from you all now at the back of the room on my right at 235. 235 now is the money. 250, sir, thank you, and it's away from you, mate. Straight back at 275 if you'd like, or round up to 300 if you'd like, a nice round number. 300 was it, sir? 300 now. It's 300 here with the gentleman at the back of the room on my left just. At $300 now the money, sir. Was that a little?
320.
320. Away from you, mate. Straight back at 340 if you'd like. Or go to 350 or 350. 40. 340, sir. Don't blame me for trying. At 340 now. Back with my gentleman at the back of the room.
345.
345. It's all money, mate. We'll take that one at 345 now. Away from you, sir. Straight back at 350 if you'd like. 350 it is. At 350 now. I'll call it away 3 times, buyers. First time we're calling at $350.
55.
55, mate. Just a hand up there if you could at 355. Thank you very much, sir. Straight back at 360 if you'd like. At this level, surely it's worth it. You're not going on your Pat Malone to Post Malone. 2 tickets here to the corporate box. 375, can I say? 375. It's away from you now, sir. At 375 behind you there. Competition's right there. 380. Straight back, sir. Go to 400 if you will.
390.
390. Sure. 390. Away from you both now at 390 here. $1 was it?
On top.
Thank you very much. 391. I can do the math just. Thank you very much. At 391.
395.
395. Thank you, sir, for putting me out of my misery there. It's all money though. We'll take it at 395. Here's the money. Here's your competition to the front of the room. I'll call it away 3 times, guys.
And 1 again.
And 396. At 396.
397.
400. Is that 400 on top or up to 400? 400, sir. They're with you now. Quite literally, you're sitting in the corporate box at $400 here. The rest of you are out. At $400 now at the back of the room.
410.
410, thank you, sir. I'm back in at 410. Sir, straight back at 420 if you like. Surely it's worth it at this level. You won't go to 410 for me? You're shaking your head, sir. Why's that? I'll remind you, we are here for Domestic Violence New South Wales, a very, very worthy cause. It's at 400 now, as I say, you'll probably do 400 in food and beverage alone. It's not Postman Pat, it's Post Malone. $400 for the 2 tickets. I'll call it away 3 times, guys. Mark my words, we will be selling here tonight. First time we're calling at $400. Second time at $400. Are we all done?
There's a bidder at 410.
410.
410 was it?
I'll take 400, but.
Thank you, sir. 410. It's all for a good cause. We can give you there, sir. At 410 the money. Even better at 410. For the third and final call, are we all done and silent at 410? Surely there's another $1 at least out there, sir. You went $1 before we. I'll put in the $1. I'll put in the $1. It's at 410. I'll do the $1. You do the 410. How's that for a deal?
Say that again.
I'll do the $1 if you do the 410. It's at 410 now. You go to 411. I'll put in the $1 for you.
Okay.
411, sir. Thank you very much for coming along. It's a little unconventional, but it works. It's worked there at 411. Sir, I'll extend the same courtesy to you if you like.
Give you $2?
Sure, we'll go to 413. Can I get a bid there at 413?
Yeah, 413.
413, and it's back away from me just like that, so it didn't work. I'll run out of money soon, but 413 now. Take it at 415 if you like. You sure? Great cause, Domestic Violence New South Wales.
I agree.
You agree? Not another $1 there? At 415 now. 415, is that correct, sir?
What?
At 415, are we out?
Oh, 430. What? He's gone up.
No, 413, you're right, sir. At $413 now the money. Buyers, I'll call it away in all seriousness 3 times, and if we don't find a better bidder offer, we sell here to the gentleman here at 413. First time of calling at $413. Second time of calling at $413. Are we all done and silent for the third and final time at $413? Done? 415. And welcome in, sir. Better late than never, as they say. At 415 now, thank you, sir. At 415, you are in the box seat, literally, sir. You're all listening to Post Malone on the radio. This gentleman at the back of the room is going to the concert. At 415 now, enjoy that food and beverage, sir. It looks like he might be in here. At 415, the late bolter, he's in the box seat, as I've said. At $415 now. Anyone else want to take me any further north of the 415 mark before I knock it down? Buyers, I'll call it away 3 times. First time of calling at $415. Sir, you're looking the goods. Second time of calling at $415. Are we all done and silent for the third and final time at $415? Done. Selling. Sir, you sure? One more $1? Surely it's worth it. Don't miss it for 415. Just go 416 if you like. It's all money. I'm not sure if he's got any more, sir. 415 is for Domestic Violence New South Wales. 2 corporate box tickets. It's got to be worth it. You sure? I respect your decision, sir. You were good early, sir. You done? Checking, sir. Done. Mate, all done. First, second, third and final time. We all done and silent. $415. Sold. Congratulations, guys. Very well done. The one big wonder word for you. To the Real Estate Institute of New South Wales, to Auction Works, and of course, Domestic Violence